Well, let's put it this way. Being educated in the way that I have been, because CalArts, in the years that I was there, my teachers, mentors, and people who were coming out of CalArts were the ones who eventually became the movers and shakers of, could be considered the movers and shakers of contemporary art in the United States. John Baldessari was one of my mentors. He's known to be the father of conceptual art. And I came out of there during a time when there was this feeling of painting is dead, right? And as someone who thought I was going to be a painter, I mean, my background is in painting, photography, and writing. But the majority of it's self-taught because, I also came from a background where I understood the market enough to understand that the work that I was doing and that I continue to do is not wall-bound. Some is. Very difficult to sell. And so throughout the last 40 years, I've had to navigate through using who I am, okay, as all the different things, right? And constantly having to deal with so many contradictions as an insider and outsider. Are you from the U.S.?
Yes.
Okay, so you know what it's like of all the, you can see it today. All the different forms of discriminations are alive and kicking. And I was raised in an interracial and interreligious family during a time when we were really considered very eccentric. And my stepfather being a record producer, I wasn't like your typical migrant, right? And so all that informed everything.
Nobody is.
No, but you know what I mean. I have relatives and friends who have very specific kinds of histories as Filipinos coming to America. Mine isn't like that. And then my desire and my interactions in this country, again, coming out of a school like CalArts, I was trained in a very different way. I had no idea that my life would become so immersed here. And my love for this country. It really, I'm still kind of going, whoa, how is this happening? Because I still have a foot in New York. I still have a foot in LA, San Francisco, right? And there's all kinds of, oh, Angel, why are you doing all this work in the Philippines? How come you're not doing this back home? And for me, it's like, well, it's other people who have said, and I hate the word in some ways, like to be transnationalist, to be in the global, like yourself. I mean, you're here. And, but I mean, there are a lot of non-Filipinos that are in this country and even Filipinos that are part of the diaspora that are doing work here. And part of my goal is to bring as many people from the diaspora in and then out. It's a two-way street because I've also worked a lot in film is something that I've been doing for a long time, but more on the experimental side, on the art side. And so because of all the different things, I've met many communities of artists here, and including in dance, music, theater, performance, really everything.